Ah, hello. Hello, everybody. It's, well, I mean, it's a little past that time. A little under 48 hours past that time. But it's still that time again. It's that time where we play more Trails to Azure. Alright. Let me make sure everything's like all good to go here. It looks like we're mostly good to go. Okay. Check this shit out. Oh wait, I don't have chat on screen yet. Even though there's like nobody here, but like it's fine. Somebody might show up. Fix that. And let's get rid of the Estelle faces for a second to make sure we're on live chat. There we go. Bring the Estelle faces right back. Check this shit out. I kept talking about this, but I never actually did it. Hang on. Look at this. Look at this. Huh? Huh? And now, so now, whenever I do like an input or whatever, you can see it. You can see it on the screen. You can see everything. So whenever I say, like, I didn't fucking press the button, or like, no, I did it myself, like, you can be like, you can go like back in the street and be like, bro, you totally pressed it. I could see the thing flashing. You fucking liar. And I could be like, no, I panicked. It's good stuff. And the triggers do this. Because they're not binary. But it's cool beans. Good. I like it. The fucking labels are handwritten. I could have used like some font or something, but I felt like handwriting them was more of like a personal touch. Because like anybody can use a font, right? But like most people probably wouldn't bother to like just handwrite it themselves. I'm using like a plugin for this. So, you know, I didn't make it myself or whatever. But the actual like UI, I guess you can call it, like the images on the screen for like the buttons and stuff, those I did make. They're good. It's good memes. I like it. And it just works. There was one thing I found that didn't seem like it would just work, and then there's this thing which just works. The only thing I don't like is that I went with like red for the button presses for everything, right? But for the D-pad, the arrows indicating which directions I'm pressing is like yellow. So that's kind of crummy. Because I decided after the fact that I wanted red instead of like a yellowy color. But I mean, if I ever change it in the future, that'll be something I change. For now, I don't really care. It's just what it is. I'm probably gonna leave it turned off for now though, because like it'd probably be boring in Trails to Azure, right? Because there isn't much like input activity happening, right? Except for well, not except for anything. Well, no, Palm Party, I guess, right? That would be a time to turn it on. Yeah, okay, hang on. So we can let's put a stop to the music for now. Oh, we're not in a position where we can do Palm Party. Okay, I'll turn it back on when we do Palm Party, and we can see how it looks with like when Palm Party's on screen. Okay, time to stop the music. Bring this back to where it was. And just play the Vidya Jam. I was gonna say, like, oh yeah, we could just like check out how it looks in Palm Party. I guess I could just load an earlier save, right? If we really wanted to check it out. If we really wanted to see. Wait, that's an option, right? We could do that. Hang on. load. I forgot what the deal was now. I think I need to load a autosave. Well, let's do this first. Let's just play one real quick round at Palm Party with the input overlay on there. Because it'll do something. Besides that, I don't like this game isn't really like super fast input heavy, right? So like this is the kind of thing where it'd be like more fun to see like in an action game. But right? But I think it's cool just to have in general. And I've been talking about like setting it up, but I never did. There we go. Uh-oh. Please no. Please no. Okay, we're chill. We're chill. We're chill. We're not chill. I'm playing it for serious, as if I'm not just like demonstrating the thing working and then just moving on. Palm Party isn't even a super... It's not, but it's the best use we're going to get out of it in regards to Azure. I don't think there's going to be... I don't think it's super interesting to look at in anything that's not like an action game. Or anything that doesn't have like weird inputs, right? Okay, so I think we need to load an autosave. This is 57-224. Do I not have an autosave further than that? 57-224. I don't. Okay, we're starting over from wherever that was. Shit. How often do my autosaves happen? I think they're on 10-minute intervals. Yeah, roughly. Okay. Action games and fighting games are probably the best use of it. That I agree. I think platformers could be a good use of it too. Like something like a Metroidvania or whatever, or like some kind of like action platformer. That could be a good use of it too, because that would be like more... That would have like more fast inputs, or be more input heavy than, say, like Trails, for example. So like, eventually Momodora 5 is going to come out. Eventually, like, Silksong is going to come out. Eventually, Tevi is going to come out. I'm going to want to stream all of them. It would be interesting for those games. I forgot how I was handling these things. Okay. What are these buddies weak to? Time and Miraji. Okay, I need to heal Lloyd because I goofed up and forgot that they reflect physical damage. Also, I have to remember that I'm playing Trails to Azure and not Trails into Reverie, and the controls are completely fucking different.
よし一気に行くぞ。
あいた。おっしゃ。
私そこ。なんとかなったわね。
A little bit of Sepith, very good, very good. Boss like to eat Sepith, now it's full Sepith, does that make me a... Oh no. Okay, I think this is actually precisely where we left off last time anyway. Like, regardless of autosave shit. So this is fine. Unless there's like a whole other room. Which there is not.
しかしこれは
As someone who prefers to play on keyboard, Reverie changed a ton of default key bindings. Compared to all the Cold Steel games, it spent a bunch of time rebinding stuff. Okay. I think I rebound a few things, but I don't remember, it was like a while ago, so now I don't remember what exactly. Probably like turbo stuff and like other macro stuff or whatever, because they change what the turbo button is like every fucking game. It's annoying. Or maybe it's more like, if it doesn't feel like Trails in the Sky, it's annoying to me. Well, you know, just briefly explain the details of their search and rescue mission.
そうだったの。私とリンは幻獣と青い花の手がかりを追ってここにたどり着いたんだけど、調べているうちに厄介な相手と遭遇してしまって。
厄介な相手？
やはり幻獣ですか？ううん、人間よ。それもおそらくウロボロスの連中ね。工房で聞いた。中世の騎士のような格好をした凄腕の娘たちを連れていて、その子たちの相手をするだけで精一杯だったわ。
騎士の格好をした娘たち。
何者なんでしょうか。戦っているうちに私はリンとはぐれてしまって、道化師とかいう男の子に拘束されてしまったの。それであのツタみたいなのに動けなくされてしまって。
拘束して放置か。マニアックな野郎だな。
ランディさん、そういう問題では。
話は分かりました。俺たちはこのままリンさんの安全を確認します。
待機中のメンバーがいるのでこちらに来てもらいますね。ありがとう。助かるわ。リンをお願い。あの子、手強い相手を見ると歯止めが効かなくなるから。
了解です。
Okay, this is a part of the stream that Bob can actually watch, so even if he's not here, I can talk shit. So she's saying this, right? But like, we know... Okay, if you're here from Bob's stream, we know that this applies to Bob as well. Unless, you know, you forgot about, like, the fucking chest fights.
一刻も早く発見する必要がありそうですね。
Member currently on standby was called over and informed of the situation. So female knights, No one of them was the hemisphere? Me? Oh no. I was wondering what kind of people they must be to take down bracers as skilled as Lynn and Aeolia. Our enemy is Ouroboros. Wouldn't hurt you to be more careful too, would it? Unfounded worries, I assure you. Intends to bite off more than she can chew whenever she's faced with a challenging opponent. If she gets herself in a serious fight against those knights, I don't see her coming out unscathed. Begging you have to find her, please. If I go over here... Wait a second. What do you mean? What are you talking about? The map says there's something here. Excuse you? Oh yeah, but I wanted you to take that, so there. Okay, so now this is all fresh OC. As far as the stream is concerned. Read the time, right? Yeah. Sure. I did it. I did it. I forgot I'm playing fucking Trails to Azure. That's the new game plus only part of the map. Gotcha. On the one hand, it's a stronger Ether Buster. On the other hand, Zero Field. Look, if Tio's turn ever lands on a crit, we'll use it, but like otherwise... Bruh. Okay. That treasure chest was absolutely nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing came bursting out. We got more puzzle piece. Stop. It really is. It's literally Grail Sphere, and I can't fucking cope without it. I'm pressing fucking Y. If I had the input display, you'd see me press Y when I want to use my fucking crafts because fuck. Oh, well. It's fine. It's fine, we're chill. Which way? I think I went that way to get that chest. Did we look over here for anything? Nope. Good memes? So I think Bob said he's not streaming later tonight, so I don't have to stop at like 9, but I'm probably just gonna stop around 9 anyway. So that was just about as far as I was planning on going. Although I guess there's nothing really to stop me from going as far as like 10, get the full stream. Monster chest. Let's do it. Unless this is one of those post-game monster chests. It's not.
敵出現めんどくさいです。
みんな、一気に行くぞ。
行くぜ。
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna be fine, actually. Fuck, I went too early. Shit.
行きます。
Look, it's okay. Stop. I can't get both of them? Oh, there's 3 of them over there. That works.
任せてくれ。
Okay, it's gonna hurt Lloyd, but it's fine. I pulled him out of the circle. That's not good. It's fine. He went back in the circle. That's good.
任せろ。
行きます。エニグマ
よし。バースト発動。
Look, burst is like you lose it or you lose it or use it. Also, I pressed fucking X because I wanted to use arts, dude. I'm fucking ruined.
しゃあ、いい感じだぜ。
さすがですね。
Yo, wait, does Lloyd already have an evade 3? Yo, he don't. I can't put it on him though. Wait, yes I can. Get rid of Eagle Eye. Get rid of evade 2. Slap evade 3. 95 EVA, dude! And then we can put Eagle Eye back on. Do we have a better EP cut for him? We do not. Do we have a better meme? Okay. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Tio's the one who needs this stuff more anyway, right? If we want a builder for good memes. I used to be a normal chest. It's a blue-haired, lab coat wearing jerk stored red pills inside me. The fucking chest got red pilled. Seems to lament it though. Throwing crossbow to Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2 ruins you because they swapped the positions of arts and crafts? Oh man, I never noticed that.
よし、畳みかけるぞ。おう。
OK です。
Why does Lloyd get to be the evasion per tag?
そこです。
I don't know. I think just the meme, and that's it. I don't know if he specifically is like made so like it's easy to build him that way. Because theoretically, right? Theoretically, I can give anybody else this evade quartz. And I can give anybody else, like... Okay, I can give Randy these shoes. I can give Randy this coat. I can't give Randy this weapon, though. But I can give Randy these pieces of equipment, and he wouldn't have as much EVA. But he'd be up there. And then I'd have Evasion Tank Randy instead. I don't know. I just know the memes. But she could not. No more of this. To hell with being a wife. Screw it. She couldn't take another minute. The moment she knew their next business trip was taking them to Bose, she'd made plans to run. Probably should heal some of our lower HP party members. Might be helpful. He gets the oh, so it is like specifically easier to build him towards evasion. Gotcha. I didn't realize. Although I should have, on the basis that he has a weapon that grants evasion. And I'm not sure whether or not the other characters do. Probably not. Wazi gets evasion weapons too? Okay. Death blow? Yo! Eh. Uh-oh. Bruh. We lost it.
Nice fight.
Okay, it's just a Pikachu deer. It's fine. When you rule the world, product packaging that requires tools to open will be banned. What? You don't like heat-sealed clamshell packaging? Are you trying to say that that is in some way very inconvenient packaging that doesn't deserve to exist? Fuck! Yo! I'm actually fucking soying out, dude. That fucking 95 EVA, dude! It's actually so good. Got another room? Okay. Right, because we need to find Lynn.
いたか。
リンさん、大丈夫ですか？
どうやら命に別状はなさそうですけど。
おそらく力を使い果たして落ちてしまったのだろう。
Those packages are feeble against a simple box cutter? Oh, the box cutter is in the package? I mean...
どけ、カツを入れてみる。
ああ、頼む。
おお。
カツ。
Lin just means little Zin?
そうか。あのまま落 落ちてしまったのか。
リンさん、どうやら状況はつかめてるみたいですね。
ああ、面目ない。そうだ、エオリアは無事なのか。はい、心配いりません。
Will any others explain the events that happened up until now to Lin?
そうか、本当にすまなかったな。まだまだ私も修行不足か。まさか母まで子供扱いされるなんて。
You once bought a pair of scissors with impossibly hard to open packaging. The package itself suggested to use scissors to open it. I can't even do the mental gymnastics to make sense of that.
騎士の格好をしたという娘たちのことですか。いや、あいつらも手強かったが、一人別格のやつがいてね。強いなんてもんじゃない。次元が違うと言うべきか。ひょっとしたらアリオスさんでも叶わないかもしれない。
おいおい、そんなのありえんのか。
ヨルグさんが言っていた使徒の一人かしら。鋼の異名を冠した恐るべき達人らしいですが、多分そいつのことだろう。それと道化師とかいう少年と白衣の中年男を見かけた。いくら伝説の教師を連れていても分が悪いかもしれないよ。
それは
我が名はイン。どのような相手であろうと必要とあらば滅するのみだ。お前たちがおじけづくなら同行はここまでとしよう。
ちょっと待った。
いくらあなたでも一人で行くのは無茶だわ。とりあえずワジ君に連絡してリンさんを任せましょう。
It's simple. You just use the scissors to open the package. To get the scissors, you can open the package that requires scissors to open the package. Inside which are the scissors.
大丈夫かい？ずいぶんヤバそうな相手みたいだけど。
ああ、とにかく様子を伺ってくる。
ま、鋼ってやつとやり合うことにならねえよう気をつけておくか。
Why do the characters say, fuck, how do you pronounce it again? Jiangsho? Like it's some secret special thing. Man, I don't know, maybe, okay, my best guess is, could be like, I don't know, if I had to make an inference, it could be like an Eastern Sumerian word that people came to know Yin by, because that's what Yin called himself, or what maybe like what past incarnations of Yin called himself. It's like Rishi's ancestors and shit. Or it could just be like the Eastern Sumerian, or let's just fuck it, like the Chinese word for it, and like people just know like, oh, Yin's Eastern Sumerian. I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't think... Does Yin... Like, does Rishia... Or Rishia as Yin, does she ever refer to herself with that same term? I can't remember now. It's usually other people who refer to Yin that way, as far as I can recall off the top of my head. But I'm sure I'm overlooking a detail where she totally has. Like, I'm sure I'm probably, like, forgetting one very specific line in a very specific scene. People also say things like Seiyu when it just means voice actor. Yeah. But now we're... Do you mean in real life or in the game? Because now we're talking about... Because to me, now we're talking about real life. And I think that's weird. On the one hand, it's like, okay, sure, in Japan, being a voice actor is, like, kind of different than being a voice actor anywhere else, as far as I know from, like, memes. Like, apparently being a voice actor in Japan is, like, a bigger deal than, like, being a voice actor literally anywhere else in the world. So maybe, like, people use that word with the impression that it carries that connotation. I don't know. I would just say voice actor, because I'm not weeb enough. I would call a manga a fucking Japanese comic, and I'm sure there are people who'd be like, well, clipsvh, that would create confusion. I'm like, how the fuck would it create confusion? It's like, because they're different. And it's like, how the fuck are they different? They're both comics. Just the region of the world they come from is different. Manga, what the fuck does the word manga mean? Bud? And it goes, well, it's not the same, because you read it the other way. And it's like, no, bro, that's not why it's called something different. And you extremely misunderstand why you read it the other way. I've literally had that argument in chat before, like, on this stream. You're saying it's weird to say Jungsho when you could just say assassin? You suppose it's not weirder than real life? That's what you were implying. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe to make it clear it's like an Eastern Sumerian thing? I don't know. Or that Yin is like an Eastern Sumerian figure? Why do you read it the other way? Because the way that Japanese is traditionally written, and I think this is part of the reason why, like, Korean comics don't read from, like, right to left. Because if you look at Korean comics, manhwa, they read from left to right. If I'm not mistaken. From, like, the very, very few I've seen. The reason why Japanese comics read from right to left is because traditionally, the way the Japanese language is written, and you can see it in, like, Japanese books, like novels, like prose books, light novels and shit. It's written from top to bottom, and then when you break line, you shift over to the left. So it's written top to bottom, left to right. And that's why when you read a Japanese comic, you follow that flow when you read the speech bubbles. And if you look at a Japanese comic in Japanese, the text is all written vertically. It's not written horizontally. Because if it was written horizontally, then in Japanese, horizontal text, you still read it right to left like everywhere else in the world. Or no, scratch that, reverse it. When Japanese text is horizontal, you read it from left to right like everywhere else in the world. Or most places in the world, because, like, Arabic and, like, Hebrew aren't read that way, I don't think. But when it's rendered vertically, you read it from top to bottom, right to left. And that's why Japanese comics follow that same flow. And also, like, novels and light novels and shit. I don't know if textbooks would be like academic books. I don't know if those would be different. Probably. They'd probably be written in, like, horizontal text. I don't actually know, though. That's just, like, my assumption.
そうね。ああ、それがいいだろう。ごつい鎧と長いマントをつけていたからわかるはずだ。
アリオさんたちも来るんだし、くれぐれも無茶はしないでね。
ええ、わかりました。
了解です。それでは行きましょう。
Oh, what other reason do people think they're read that way? I have no fucking idea. I can't possibly. I've the I once saw it from somebody who used to frequent chat more often, and they don't watch the streams anymore. But I think it came up because I was kind of trolling them a little bit. Where I was saying like, no, comics and manga are the same thing because they literally are. And he goes like, no, it's different because manga you read the other way. And like, and that doesn't make it different. And I didn't stop to ask like, why do you think that is? I don't know. I couldn't hazard a guess as to why other people might assume you read it that way. Maybe they just think Japan is trying to be special or something, I don't know. I think where that conversation eventually went to was like, it got to a point where the person was like, next thing you're gonna say is anime is just cartoons. And then I proceeded to keep steering into this kid, and I'm like, yeah, they are just cartoons. What do you think anime is short for? The Fool and those Knights are enough bad news on their own. The woman with the creepy helmet? She's in a different league than them. I'll tell you straight. Even having that drunk show might not give you the upper hand. Don't underestimate her. We shall see about that. If you have time for baseless assumptions, you have time for resting and healing. I'm in the creepy helmet, different league. Okay. I'm so relieved Lynn is okay. Luckily for her, it seems that people from Ouroboros weren't intent on finishing us off. But the question still remains. What are they trying to achieve here in the first place? It's like Yorick said, society is filled to the brim with dangerous characters. Leave a bad taste in my mouth if we return to the city without scoping them out. We at least figure out what they're plotting here, that'd be good enough for me. Okay. One more tiny little stretch of meme. Before we face off against this person who might be like a boss fight you're not meant to win. Oh, I thought there were two. Whoops. The real question is not why anime is called anime, but why cartoons are called cartoons. My best guess is that it's probably similar, but slightly different to the reason we call movies movies. Because, like, movie would come from, like, motion picture, right? Like, moving pictures. So it'd be like a movie. And cartoon used to be a word that referred to comics. But I guess an animated cartoon is what that eventually came to mean. But the problem with that, too, is that cartoon can still mean, like, a comic. In the right context. I don't know. Like, if you call somebody a comic book illustrator, then it's like, okay, they illustrate comics. But if you call somebody a cartoonist, it means the same fucking thing. And the more she thought about it, the more that warm, fluttering fuck! more than warm fluttering seemed to spread from her chest to her arms, to her legs, to her cheeks. She was ready to burst. She couldn't wait to see her.
Yoっしゃ畳みかけるぞ
了解
行くぜ
さてとはい行きます
よし行ってやみんな大丈夫か
It was blinded. We could afford to take our time.
えいと
A little bit of Sepith. Never hurt anybody. They save us from these treasure chest messages. We're also out of ideas. It shows. There's too many painful puns to deny
せいと
that cell phone.
みんなチャンスよ
了解
They're called comics for reasons dating back to their traditionally comical nature. What does the word cartoon even mean? Fuck, I wish I knew the etymology of the word cartoon so I could answer that question.
よっしゃ
I sadly do not.
いやさてそこです行きますへい
俺の番ぜは100年早いっつうの
Sadly and disappointingly, I do
よ
not.
しやったぞ
Yo, I'll take it. I get to hear Lloyd scream Rising Sun with hot-blooded rage again? Yes, please. Click. Yeah, stop. I just choked on all the nothing. Okay, get a bit of defense, bit of ADF. Who needs it more? Between the two, on the basis that she has, like, less regular defense, you would think it should be Ellie. But on the basis that her name is Tio Plato and she has Thelis anyway.
Hey! Ha!
Ah! I swung in the wrong direction because I was looking at
やっ
chat.
ちゃいましょう
You have fun too, Henry.
よし
Okay.
行きますエニグマ任せて
This could be annoying, but only if we let it be, right? Like, what do I just do this and death blow? Or not. Not works too.
行くぞよしはその程度じゃ俺たちは止められない
Oh. If Trails to Azure is so good, where is Trails to Azure? Didn't they fucking do that joke in the tutorial? It's just a variation of it.
せいとせいは
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ
了解
任せてや
俺の番だ
チャンスです
There was one in the tutorial, right? It goes like, what's Azure, and why is there a trail to one? Or like something like that.
お願いします
It's the same joke.
了解
分かったわやデータ収集終了しました
Trails from Zero to Azure? Is that when they re-release? Is that when Falcom inevitably remakes these games? And just like puts them together as one like 200-hour long game instead of separate games.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
了解。
俺の番だ。これで終わりだ。はあ、100年早いっつうの。
Versus paper, so it doesn't even make sense anymore. Sometimes etymology doesn't, unfortunately.
データ収集を開始します。
Like, the part of the bird, the vent, the part that's like the one hole where literally everything comes out of. If you go by etymology, that's the bird's sewer. Think I've been getting motion sick from this? Maybe two. Not water. I couldn't find Ellie's crafts for a second. I'm gonna fucking run out of everything I need. This is going so bad. I don't have any gauge for when I fight this dangerous Anguis. Blade's Brave Smash is just the bump system on fire. Changed my mind. Man. I mean... technically true? You like how they gave subtleties to the re-releases of Cold Steel 1 and 2, but then none of the others? You mean like the PS4 re-releases? I'm not aware of those. You don't know how it is for later games? Mechanics in the Trails games are generally the same, except there's usually one or two completely unique mechanics per arc. Oh, the same thing, team attacks. I don't know. Okay, I need you to define what those mechanics are then. Because for one... Okay, so I'm drawing blank for some reason while playing Azure, even though I'm playing Azure. But the first thing I would think of is like combo crafts and what was it, like chain crafts? And less than seeing those things as different things, I kind of see them. I kind of see one as like an evolution over the other. Like I don't see those as being entirely separate or significantly different from one another. And combat links, not to spoil anything, but they're sort of an evolution of certain mechanics, but also sort of like a replacement. Chaincraft's Rush Combo Create. Combo Create. Link attacks abilities. Team Rush is different. Team Rush is new. Combo Create? I'm fucking forgetting. Oh, you meant Combo Craft. You got auto-corrected. No, but, okay, so but that's my argument. I don't think Combo... Okay, it's weird, but I don't see Combo Crafts as, like, being different from Chain Crafts. At least not in, like... Maybe mechanically, sure. But, like, practically, it's an evolution of the same mechanic. At least that's just, like, how I see it, I guess.
そこだそこだ俺の番だなおっしゃ
私の番です
This isn't physical, this should work.
そこですさてそこごめんなさい先に行くわね
Chain, Rush, Combo, Burst, Link, Overdrive, etc. That's the thing that they... That's the thing, they aren't completely different. It's just that they have most of the mechanics locked down, except that one thing. And they keep iterating and iterating on that one thing. Okay. Yeah, and then, okay, so I see what you're saying. And then, like, 3 and 4... Cold Steel 3 and 4 adds, like, another element on top of that. And then Kuro even, like, tries to, like, sort of change it up a bit, but it's still basically the same thing. Like SCLM is basically the same thing as, like, a Combat Link, even though it's, like, not exactly the same. But it is. But it isn't. But it still kind of is. Or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it's called now. I think it was like SCLM or something like that.
行くぜ
俺の番だな
俺の番だなぜまこんなもんかね
Last thing to do is place the book she'd been rereading, an inspiring work that reminded her of an old friend she'd not seen for a year, in her bag. And with that, she's ready to leave her life for good. Is it bad, or is it normal that I have no idea what Trails in the Chest is about? Like, I get the general gist of the story happening in Trail Through the Chest Part 2, but, like, I don't know what the actual story is about. Finally gonna start Reverie tomorrow? You're happy? Tomorrow's your only day this week? You're sad. Oh, no. I like Reverie. So far, one of my favorite things about it is the dynamic with Mystery Man and the members of his group. I like them a lot. I think they're fun. It does keep getting better, at least, maybe? It started with Chain and it didn't get worse. Yeah, and it's evolved in such a way that the mechanics in... Holy... Okay, hang on. How do I want to say this? It's evolved, and they've reiterated it in ways such that instead of being, like, one or two things, it's like this sort of, like, multi-layered aspect of the gameplay. But it still revolves around what you're talking about, like, team attack kind of memes. And on the one hand, considering, like, one of the major themes of, like, the whole fucking series is, like, the power of bonds and everything, and teamwork and shit. Because at the end of the day, Trails is just a fucking shooting anime. Having mechanics like that works to the game's advantage because it gives it like this sort of like thematic consistency. It gives like a sort of like a ludo narrative consistency. It adds to the verisimilitude of the themes of the game. If that's even how you say that word correctly. And if I'm even using it correctly. You know a few bits and pieces of Reverie through osmosis, but not enough to even know what those pieces are? The Pearl at or the worst at teamwork confirmed? I mean, like, obviously, Joshua just kind of dipped out.
すごい膨大なエネルギーが集まっているみたいです。
それにやっぱり嫌がったみたいだぜ。
You've gone out of your way to avoid Reverie spoilers? So there's a couple big spoilers I know for Reverie. But okay, I'm not gonna say what they are because that might like. Well, I mean, even if I did say what they are, I'd keep it vague. But like, I don't think I'm gonna even do that because that might give you enough to be like, ugh. So I'll refrain from doing that. But I didn't. It was the same as Azure, right? Like I knew a lot of big spoilers going into Zero and Azure, but they're things that like Cold Steel never even touches on. And I didn't know any of the details behind, like, the spoilers that I knew. So, like, in the same way, I know a couple of big spoilers for Reverie, but I don't know the details to make sense of those spoilers. So, instead of spoiling it for me, it just kind of puts things in a weirdly different context. Cough. I'm not saying what they are. I specifically said I won't say what they are. Or I won't like even try and like describe it without spoiling. Because I played Kudo? No. Because I accidentally saw them on the fucking wiki. Or like the Falcom General thread, like the 1 or 2 times I ever browsed one. No, the little I played of Kudo hasn't spoiled anything from past games. As far as I know, I can't read Japanese. The wiki is dangerous. True. It's like how you know that Redacted and Redacted are major characters in Reverie. You, who's 3/4 of the way into Gold Steel 2. Who the fuck even is Redacted and Redacted? See, that's how... The way you just typed it out, Darkbit, that's how I would have said it. Like, that's how I might have said what the spoilers I know are. But I still don't want to, because that could be enough for, like, somebody who knows enough to, like, latch on and start, like, trying to connect the dots. Whether or not those dots even make sense to connect. So it's like, no, I'll just keep it to myself instead. Probably for the best. Yeah, I'm not even... But that said, I'm not even that far in Kudo. I kind of hope that, like, Kudo doesn't, like, stand too much on past games. Because, it would help to say, like, oh, can I, like, just play Kudo because it's the new game? And to actually be able to say, no, yeah, it's fine. Just go back to the old games if you want to get into this world more. But, like, yeah, Kudo is fine to start with. And then, like, Kudo 2 happens, and there's probably, like, lots of lore-heavy shit happening there that I don't know about. So then the answer changes again. It changes again to, like, no, you gotta start with first chapter. You don't know much about Kudo, but you've heard people compare it to Zero and how much it references it. There's a difference though.
これはものすごい場所だね。
I think that there's a clear difference between referencing past events in the series and relying on story threads from past games in the series. So, like, if Kudo references stuff that happens in, like, Cold Steel or Crossbell, fine. Because, like, Cold Steel does that for Sky. Like, they go like, oh, yeah, some of us remember, like, the south end of the country lost orbital power for, like, a little while, like, 2 years ago. Spoilers for where Cold Steel happens. But, like, they never mention the Oriole or, like, Weissman or anything. It's, like, these little, really vague references. That I'm chill with. It's when you have, like, moments in Zero, like the end of Zero, which isn't gonna mean a single fucking thing to you at all, unless you played second chapter and third at bare minimum. Like, you're not gonna give a fuck about Ren and her happy ending if you didn't play those two games first. Or not as much as if you had. So that's where that's where I make a weird distinction between, like, reference and reliance. I don't know.
「ここまで活性化しているのなら、そろそろ準備はできているのかな?」
そういうことなんだろう。ああ、さぞかし面白い見せ物になってくれそうだ。白面殿が生きていれば、さぞ楽しんでくれただろうに。
間違いないだろうね。でも博士に加えて教授までクロスベルに来てたら収拾がつかなくならないかな。グロリアスまで持ち出して二大国に喧嘩を売ったりして。
それはそれでなかなか面白そうじゃないか。
あれ、どうしたの？やっぱりこの程度の使命、簡単すぎて気乗りがしない？
すべてはあの方の意志、依存などあるはずもありません。
I think the memeiest part of Star Door 14 was like the conversation in the Celestial Globe between all the Anguis and finding out they all fucking hated Weissman.
それよりも博士、カンパネルラ、おしゃべりはそのくらいで。どうやら客人のようです。
You're so glad that it showed Arian Road's face at that CG at the studio? You were afraid for Bob for a second there? Wait, hang on. I don't think I'm understanding the dots you're connecting. I might be a little slow.
あなたたちは。
That quest in Zero where you save Colin doesn't have much effect unless you played third and seen the Star Door. Yeah, because you don't know why that's such... You don't know why that's such an emotional moment for her. Because, like, for all intents and purposes, the Ren you get to know in second chapter, she should fucking hate Colin. And her family. She shouldn't care if the kid dies. So when she does make that choice to save him, it's like a huge moment for her. Like, thematically speaking. And you that kind of gets lost in translation if you don't know her history. Pretty much anything with Ren in Zero loses its intended impact and its intended purpose, for the character at least, if you don't know enough about her. You were afraid he was gonna see a character with a mask and blonde hair and conclude that it was secretly Ilya? I mean, probably. Probably would have happened. Hell, you could probably still convince him. Go in the Discord server right now and tell him, like, hey, you know, Aryan Road, she's got blonde hair. Ilya, also blonde hair. Isn't it kind of weird? Although, the last time we saw Ilya, like, it was at the theater. However, his counter-argument to that could be like, you've seen how Campanella can teleport. Ouroboros can teleport. Ilya could have teleported. Therefore, Aryan Road is Ilya. I mean, I don't know. It could be Ilya. I haven't seen her face. It was shrouded in shadow and it's under a mask.
Ah, 君たちか。遊撃士のお姉さんたちは身動きを取れなくしたはずだけど。どうやってこの場所を突き止めたんだい？
一応企業秘密ということで。
しかしなんだか面白いことをペラペラ抜かしてたじゃねえか。
あなたたちの企て見過ごすわけにはいきません。
察するにクロスベル警察の新人諸君といったところかな。
クロスベル警察特務支援課のものだ。結社ウロボロスの関係者と見受けるが、まずは身分を証明できるものを提示してもらいましょうか。
身分の証明。彼は何を言っているんだい？
警察としての手続きを踏んでいるんじゃないの？
Here's the thing. He originally thought Kevin was going to betray the whole party in second chapter solely based on the fact that he had green hair. And he's got whatever weird ideas he's got about Kia. Probably also because she has green hair. And he keeps memeing the memes he memes about Wazi. Probably because he's got green hair. How do we gaslight Bob into believing this? If we just say it, he'll catch on right away to our gaslighting. Just put it subtly, like, yo, Bob, who do you think Aryan Road is behind that mask, behind that helmet? And if he doesn't have an answer, or if he answers very uncharacteristically, like, I don't know, I guess we'll find out if she ever takes it off. Then you say, like, well, let's think about it. Who do we know that has blonde hair? Convince him I'll make... Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. Dudley and his green hair are too boring for him to come up with weird takes? Yeah, he doesn't like Dudley because he's got green hair. Why he makes him sound pissed off all the time. It's an extension of how he feels when Dudley is on screen. It's psychological protraction. That's true! He thought he was like some corrupt police officer. Or whatever. Like he thought he was in on the corruption. And he's also got green hair. No spoilers. But if this pattern keeps up, he'll eventually get to a point where he's going to hate exactly the correct character, and I will be okay with it. If you know, you know.
僕たち相手に身分証明って悪い冗談にしか思えないけど。
まっすぐな若者ですね。要求に応えられないのは心苦しくはありますが。
ダメだロイド。 常識が通用する連中じゃなさそうだぜ。
教団の連中あたりと同じだと考えるべきだろ
う。彼らと一緒にされるのはさすがに面白くないね。いいだろう。自己紹介くらいはしようじゃないか。F ノバルティスだ。ウロボロスの第6中にして13工房を任されている。どうか気軽に博士とでも呼んでくれたまえ。
なるほど、あなたの仕業だったんですね。動力ネットのハッキングに使われた不可解なコードを開発したのは。
ほう、あのコードがわかるのかね。あれはアストラルのコードといってね、結社のネットワークで使われている。
博士。
そういえば教団の被験者でエプスタインの連中が拾った娘というのがいたか。どうだね君、その才能を結社のために生かすつもりはないかね。
お断りします。
ゴーン。
まったく、レンに逃げられたからといってさすがに必死すぎないかい？
別にレンの話はここでは関係ないだろ
う。さて次は私ですか。我が名はアリアンロード。見食らう蛇の第7中にして鋼の名を冠されています。どうか見知りおきを。なんて澄んだ声。
ごつい鎧を着ているが女みてえだな。
信じられないほどの威圧感ですけど。
貴様が結社の最強の使い手というわけか。確かに身震いするほどの陶器の持ち主のようだが、この印を前にしてその余裕どれだけ保てるか
な。おい、いい。
どうしてそんな。
なかなか興味深い対戦カードだとは思うけど、その前にここの主が戻ってきたみたいだね。
何？
主？巨大なオーラの接近を確認。大型の幻獣が来ます。
なんだと？
どこから？
Oh shit, it's a tiger. Just like Lloyd's S-Craft.
この魔獣は
幻獣スフィンキマイラ。古の幻想が作り出した聖なる花園の番人といったところかな。
いやいや、こんなものまで実体化していると。これは計画の精度にも期待が持てるというものだよ。
狙うなら連中を狙いやがれ。
話は後だ。速やかに重複する。
That's not a sphinx, that's just a manticore? Mr. Manticore? Yo, when's the next Monument Mythos?
幻獣出現、全力で行くぞ。
了解です。
おっしゃ。
Okay, alright.
行くぞ。
Been like a fucking thing for like the last week or two, which is really annoying. Normally, it's like stable as fuck. Okay, let's refresh a whole bunch of shit. Okay, refresh that window. Let's refresh the window in OBS as well, because may as well, right? Refresh. Go back to live chat. There we go. All right. It seems like we're back. I just need to like make sure I bring everything back up. All right, back to video game, I guess. Hopefully.
Yosh.
I come back, and the first thing I see happen is Ellie just eat shit. Great. Okay. Good. Thanks. Okay. Here's what I need, right? How long is that gonna take Randy? A while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shove more food down Randy's throat. That might help. Okay. Does have a ton of HP, so maybe that's fine. Welcome back, Darkbit. Spotty shit internet. I don't know what the problem is. Don't like it. Not a fan. In the slightest. Okay. And what is it weaker to? Mirage. We do this. We do this. I can't possibly tell you that I'm not in a war to see who can finish Azure first between me and Bob. Illness, internet sabotage, nothing is off the table! This is fucking Bob's fault? Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Fuck it. There we go. It occurs to me you can't actually see what I did. Hang on 1 sec. I'll put it on screen. There. Because it just makes so much sense. delay is like 20 minutes. Try refreshing. You might need to refresh. It might the giant buffer might have pushed you behind. That's usually like what happens. Right, S-break. It's about to get health though. So let's listen to Lloyd scream. I was hoping that wouldn't mean what I thought it meant, but it was exactly what I thought it meant. Why? Who just bitch slapped Randy out of the fight? Maybe a little bit, yeah. Gotta do this before you get smacked again. Bruh. Nice miss, stupid. Shit. Yeah, that wasn't great. How much move do you think he has? Okay, so he won't even bother with Randy. At least not if he's like all the way over there. Fine, fair, okay, cool, good, thanks. He can lower his move though. He can lower his move and he's not immune to stat down. Can't reach with Salamander? This probably won't do good damage. Look how I tapped you. I only look. In my brain, you're Dark Bit, so I typed Dark Bit, and when I did, Dark Bit didn't come up. So I just typed out the whole thing instead anyway. Gotta leave. Won't get to see Yin fuck around and find out with the night. Oh well. Spoilers. See you later, Bob Kyle. Thanks for stopping by. Also, yeah, have fun with Reverie. That's not a lot of damage at all. Try and heal Randy again. Can't cast. I can't cast these cuffs. Wait, we targeting? Okay. Nice miss, stupid. Okay. So now...
エニグマ
私の番
駆動やっ
お返しよ。
俺の番だな
Bruh. Alright. We need to get her up. But preferably, we should heal her as well.
それ
お返しよ。ダメです。
Fuck!
今だわ。みんな行くわよ。
了解
Lloyd with the counter. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
任せてくれ
Not a fan of this outcome? Okay. What do we do? There's nothing I can do? There's nothing I can do? Wait. Hang on. It's not his turn yet. Is just gonna get her 88. That's gonna get her 98, which is like, don't think we have any memes here that'll help, right? Yeah, no, nothing. It'd be worth a Zerum powder if I had one right now. Okay. Wait, I'm fucking stupid. This is easy.
俺の番だな
Done.
Enigma, 駆動やっ俺の番だな
Probably should have used like an EP charge instead.
それ
負けられない。
I forgot about the fucking... Right. Okay. I forgot about the consequence to... Yeah. Alright, fine. Now it's useful.
今だわ。負けられない。光としてありがとうました。
よし
Okay.
はあ
皆さん、ありがとうございます。
Thanks, Noel. Where were you fucking 7 turns ago?
Yeah.
We got a crit coming up. I think I'm gonna have Randy wait. Use an item because that has a more immediate effect. Also, we got the burst. I know how to meme.
任せてくれ。いや、
任せろ。
Fine.
さてと。はい。エニグマ。
よし。
And sure.
エニグマ。
行くぜ。
駆動。
Actually, probably a bad idea because I want to move Randy again. All right, I wasted a Lloyd turn, but it's fine.
私の番ね。
But we can do this.
おっしゃ。
行くぜ。任せてくれ。
I got a Chivo for using 100 S breaks.
これで決める。ライジングスター。
任せろ。
Okay. So now the question is, do I incur big delay?
任せて。
Or just take it all on the chin?
光がなりて。
We'd probably die otherwise, right?
ました。
Stop.
やあ。行きます。私の番です。永遠システム。理想空絶対勝利。個別展開。フィールド。私の番です。
Oh, he's got like no HP.
えい。
I thought I could have Tio just bitch slap him and win.
俺の番だな。えい、で。
It's fine. It's fine.
よし、上出来だ。
お疲れ様。
God heaven's eye, we're starting to get those 2-for-1 quartz. Hang on. Bob memed further. Okay. Okay.
なんとか倒せた。結構やるじゃない。
素人にしてはなかなかといったところかな。その魔道場とやらも財団の連中が作ったにしてはそこそこ完成度も高そうだ。
てめえら。
ウロボロス、そろそろ答えてもらおう。クロスベルの地で何をしようとしている？まさかとは思うが、グノーシスを新たに製造したのもあんたたちじゃないだろうな。
まさか魔人化しちゃった不良のリーダーくんか。僕も見物させてもらったけど、なかなかの弾けっぷりだったよね。もう少し突き抜けたら結社に迎えてもいいんだけど。
はぐらかすな。質問に答えてもらおう。
君たちがそう思うのは無理もないとは思うが、私たちはあくまで計画の進行度を確かめに来ただけさ。 七葉脈の活性化の度合いと約束の日のタイミングをね。
約束の日。
どこまで思わせぶりなんだっつの。
もはや言葉は尽くした。ここから先は力を持って口を開いてもらうことにしよう。
イン。
そうするしか方法はないみたいですね。
やれやれ。
さすがに僕じゃ君たち全員の相手は無理か。ここはあなたにお任せしちゃっていいかな。
仕方ありませんね。
やり。
Also, like, you notice this little bit? This little bit here on Arian Road? It's Ren's dress all over again. It's just Ouroboros' branding.
中世の騎士が使っていたランスみたいだけど。
おいおい、そんな骨董品を持ち出してどうしようってんだ。
問答は無用。互いに獲物を取ったからには全力をもって当たるがいい。さもなくば命はないぞ。
来る。
Fair enough, I guess, Dark Pit.
そんな。
超高速の月を一瞬で何十も放ったのか。
ありえません。人間のできることでは。
ほう、鋼の聖女の槍をしのげる人間がいるとはね。
東方人外の魔人なんて呼ばれるだけはあるみたいだね。
なかなかの反応です。ですが先代と比べると未だ迷いがあるようですね。
リーシャさん。
こりゃ傑作だ。インの正体がアルカンシェルの準ヒロインリーシャ・マオだったなんてね。さぞ面白いドラマがありそうじゃない？
いやはやすごい場面に来たみたいだね。
ワジ、それにアリオスさんたちも
来てくれたんですね。
あの者たちはエビの連中か。
道化師カンパネルだ。それに13工房の管理者に鋼の聖女か。
ほうほう、あれが風の牽制かな。
レーベンに匹敵する腕前らしいけど。
風の牽制、まみえるのは初めてですか。
Her mask came off and so did whatever magic she was using to hide her proportions. I was gonna mention that. It's subtle, but you notice it in the sprite. Because she didn't look like that prior. I don't know, maybe Aryan Road fucking knocked something loose. And I'm not gonna go for the long-hanging fruit there, so like, you know.
なるほど。噂にたがわず、素晴らしい腕前のようですね。
世辞は結構。あなたのように人の域を超えるまでは到底至っていない。特にその槍の前では一軍すら引かざるを得ないだろう。
それが見抜けるだけでも大したものです。
アリオスさん、よもやこのまま見逃すのか。
まさか。だが状況はこちらが不利だ。
Yo, it's a dork. Sorry, spoilers, but it's a dork.
どうやらこのお姉さんたちもただものじゃなさそうだね。
よい、ここでなぶる必要はない。
は承知しましたね。マスターの仰せのままに。潮時みたいだね。
計画の進行度と七葉脈の状態も確認できた。そろそろ私も仕上げに戻るとしよ
う。待て。
さすがにこのまま見逃すわけにはいかん。
一つ忠告しておきましょう。
It took everything you had to just give Bob the standard face for the dork and not meme or spoil.
こたびの計画において我らはあくまで脇役に過ぎません。
何？
じきに獣たちが放たれ、この地に混乱が招かれるでしょう。
It's occurred to me that I forgot to send him a new portrait for Risha for this scene, and I should have.
されど、目の前で起きる悲劇にとらわれすぎぬよう心得なさい。
それではごきげんよう。
またの再会を楽しみにしててくれたまえ。
Or rather, not Risha, but like the yin profile for the board. Unless he intends to merge them now. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna tackle that one.
ウロボロス。とんでもない連中だな。
Portrait mod gives the other two portraits too. Okay. Seems to give a lot of people portraits, from what I understand.
リーシャ。
リーシャさん、そろそろ稽古に戻らなくてはいけませんから。失礼します。
Okay, bye.
信じられないことばかり起きて、ちょっと現実感がないわね。
Well, okay, what I mean when I say it gives a lot of people portraits is I mean like it gives a lot of unimportant characters portraits too. Like a lot of unimportant NPCs, which is interesting. Or maybe not unimportant necessarily, but like a lot of other characters that like are recurring, but like aren't as important to like the plot. Which is something of an improvement, and I kind of wish that like Falcom just fucking did that themselves, but they didn't. « Like, I mean, you already made new portraits for this dork, apparently, and for that girl in the Orcus Tower, and the girl who shouldn't even fucking exist. It's like, you know, it's... Make a few more! Gives Fernand, the owner of Gen 10, a portrait even. Yeah. Alright, so it gives people who are, like, totally unimportant to the plot portraits.
まるで夢の中にいるような気分です。
確かにそうかも。
バルドのことといい、悪夢の類だとは思うけどね。
だが紛れもなく現実だ。
アリオスさん、
結社の連中は予想以上の手がかりを残してくれた。
Unimportant, it practically just gives away that Wendy's is a surprise secret villain of the whole series. Bruh. I guess I could just stop streaming these games now. I'm just gonna spoil the whole fucking thing. Damn. When I first started playing Trails in the Sky back in 2019 on stream, like, I figured, like, I wasn't ever gonna mention that because I wanted, you know, the stream to experience the build-up to it. I never suspected that somebody in chat would just, like, fucking drop that in there. Bro. I have to fucking ban you.
この場所の意味、そしてじきに放たれる獣たち。
You were contracted by Bob Up to ruin my streams!
呆然としている暇はなさそうだ。
はい。
獣たち。まさか。
そうか。動力波が届くんだよな。
ええ、ギリギリ大丈夫かと。
はい。特務支援課バニンクスです。
ダドリーだ。湖の南岸へ向かったと聞いたが、今そちらにいるのか？
はい。いろいろあってアリオスさんたちも一緒ですが。
ならばちょうどいい。ついでに連中にも伝えておけ。赤い星座のメンバーが一人残らず市内から消え失せた。できればオルランドから話を聞きたい。すぐに戻ってこられるか？
わかりました。
どうしたの？ずいぶん慌ててましたけど。
ああ。
Would relate to the group what Dudley had told him.
それは
赤い星座が？
我々も気にはしていたが、